Hello, this is Mike Russell from musicradiocreative.com with a tutorial on how to use custom acapellas from Music Radio Creative. What is an acapella? Well, it's simply singing without instrumental sound in the background. Have a listen to this example. I'll drag the playhead over and you can listen to the acapella singing my name, Mike Russell.
Mike Russell!
Female vocals there, but you can also get hold of acapellas using male vocals. When you receive your acapella, you'll also get the BPM, beats per minute information. This one, in my example, is recorded at 130 beats per minute. I just happen to have a music bed here, also at 130 BPM, and you'll see here that I've already aligned the acapella to match the beats there in that track. See beat 1, beat 2, beat 3, beat 4. So it's going to be perfectly in sync when I give you an example of exactly how an acapella can sound when mixed over a music track of the same BPM.
Mike Russell!
But the fun doesn't stop there. If you're editing in Adobe Audition, you can also add an echo to match the beats per minute of your tune. So have a look at this example. I've just dragged my acapella into track 3, which already has a preset effect, echo, and I've set it for 468 milliseconds on the left channel, which is the length of exactly one beat, and 936 milliseconds, double 468 on the right channel, the length of 2 beats. So now have a listen and you'll hear the acapella echoing into the track on beat.
Mike Russell!
But there's even more you can do with an acapella. How about a stutter at the start or the end of the acapella? In order to show you this, I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to switch off the lock-in time feature I had, which stops the wave moving about on the screen. And then, for instance, I might decide to copy, say, the first bit of the acapella, Command-C or Control-C, and then paste it in here, 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 and here, all on beat, and then just drag that out so you get the very start of the acapella. This will be a little stutter going into the track. Have a listen.
Mike Russell!
And I did talk about stutter effect at the end, so how about this little effect? You have to experiment really with these stutters because sometimes it sounds fantastic and sometimes it sounds absolutely awful, but it's quite elongated at the end. The sul goes on for quite a while, so if I just cut there, half a beat there, and around half a beat there, and maybe also half a beat there, it should sound pretty interesting now at the start and the end of that acapella. Let's have a listen.
Mike Russell!
So you get the idea of how that works, but what about matching your acapella to a track of a different BPM? Well, I've also prepared for that. Here's a bed at 140 beats per minute. And in order to match your acapella, let's drag it into the multi-track again for this new track and have a little look. Now, you'll notice if I line this up at the start of this 140 BPM track and start playing it, it's not going to sound on sync.
Mike Russell!
Not quite right. So, in order to do that, in Adobe Audition CS6, it's a fantastic time stretch feature that you can use by dragging the white triangle at the end. When you get the clock icon, you know you're on. And I'm just going to drag it. Now I can see there, I know that when that bit matches up with that bit, it's on beat. But you need to experiment really to find the right solution for you. And of course, if you're a DJ using beat matching software, you can simply set the beats there for 140 BPM. Let's have a listen now.
Mike Russell!
And it works absolutely perfectly with a 140 BPM track. Now, if I lock that in time and drag it down to my echo track on track 4, I've preset that with 440 milliseconds on the left and 880 milliseconds on the right channel. That's because it's exactly right for 140 beats per minute. Let's have a listen now to this acapella fading away into a track of 140 BPM.
Mike Russell!
Thanks for watching. After watching this tutorial, you should know how to mix an acapella into the beat of a song. DJs can do this with their own beat matching software or turntables or CD decks just by changing the BPM settings. You can add echo effects to fade on beat into the start of your music track. You can stutter the end or the start of an acapella, and also you'll have learned how to change the BPM to match another record of a different tempo. If you'd like to get your own custom acapella, head to musicradiocreative.com.